I think during these periods of waiting, God has taught me that He's trustworthy and that He's faithful. Well, my name's Melissa Madole. I'm married to Rob. We've been married for 18 years. Um, our kids are Annie, who is 14, and Maddox is 12. Well, like any parent, you want your child to know the Lord. Like any Christian parent, I guess I should say, you want your child to know the Lord. And so, um, you just kind of wait. You see it happen in kids who are younger. You see it happen in kids who are older. I always prayed for her salvation, but I really started praying a lot in middle school. I was like, Lord, please draw her to you. And I caught myself, I didn't realize it at the time, but I was kind of trying to manipulate things and do them for her, which sounds really silly, I know. But I would think, oh, if I can just get her to go to this student event or get her to hang out with these people, then maybe then she'll know she needs Jesus. It was just my mom mind working overtime, trying, because I know everyone needs the Lord. And one day in the fall of 2023, the Lord very clearly told me, stop striving, I've got her. And I thought, okay, Lord, was that really you? He first told me through the Holy Spirit. And then in the following weeks, he used 3 different lectures by 3 different teachers. They all use the word striving in their lectures. And so I was like, okay, Lord, I hear you. And so that was a promise I knew that he made to me. And I just had to hang on to that promise because there was a lot of dark days. I kept having to tell myself, it's not my responsibility. It's my responsibility to model things for her, to talk about the Lord, to bring her to church. But I can't save her. When we picked her up at Kanakuk this summer, we are always anticipating a big work by God while she's at camp. And she was more talkative, more happy to see us. Definitely just had kind of a peace about her. And so I enjoyed that, thinking, oh, she softened a little. So we picked her up on a Friday. That following Sunday after church, she came out with a group of friends crying. And she told me that she had accepted Christ at Kanakuk at a night they call Crosstalk. And I just had immediate tears. We were in the midst of a really difficult summer. And hearing that she finally had come to salvation was such a relief and such a gift. And this whole time, he was working behind the scenes. I mean, I was like, yes, Lord, a promise fulfilled. Like, here it is. I've been waiting. I've been hanging on to your promise that you've got her, and here it is. I think during these periods of waiting, God has taught me that he's trustworthy and that he's faithful. And that even though I don't understand why things aren't being done in my time, which is a big theme of my entire life, I always want everything done when I want it done and not waiting for God, but it's always worth it. I cannot imagine any other way for my daughter to come to salvation than during this time in the summer whenever I was struggling and sad and just, all of these things, and I get this gift of my daughter accepting Christ in the middle of a really, really hard season. Worth the wait every time. His timing is perfect.